So, dear final year students, as soon as I entered into the class, I inquired about the subject teacher who was not present, who has been missing for the last 10 minutes, and they all told me the class is industrial pharmacy. Then I simply raised a question, since it's a first interaction with you, rather than going into Unit 1 and Unit 3, I would like to confine myself to check your brilliance. I raised a question, what is an industrial pharmacy? One of the students stood up. In industry, we carry out some kind of processing and we formulate medicines, sir. They are related. I cannot say this answer is exactly wrong. At the same time, I can qualify his answer also not exactly right. The right in the sense of fulfillment. The definition is not fully fulfilled or understandable. Every definition will have a long structure or a small 4-line explanation that depends upon what kind of process it is. Whatever it may be the process in the world, a simple process can be defined in 4 or 5 lines so that the whole work available in that particular technical process will be confined within 4 lines. The 4 line will give you, after reading the 4 line, it will give you a clarity on the particular technique. Or sometimes you can elaborate the technique, right, into a very elaborate one, a big definition of half page or 100 words or 200 words, in which you will come to know nearly 70 to 75% of the original work going on in the world will be brought under you. That is another type of elaborate definition, right? So in this classroom, being students of industrial pharmacy, I was asking a simple question. Your sir has been dealt in the topic for the last 1 week or 2 weeks, right? Simple question is, what is industrial pharmacy? Right? Only one has given a semi-answer. I appreciate you. Other never took up. Then I brought into the scenario a matter. Don't be horrified, threatened, afraid of using your language. You have good language, English language. You may not be interpret the word and you may not be putting the word in form, in places, so that your English may not seem to be standard one. It's not necessary. Whatever available in your mouth, you must bring out. Try to tell in English. That will make the questioner be 10%, 50% or 30% losing hope, 70% he will have confidence. He will have a chance to lose minimum hope, maximum confidence on you. With a hope, you would develop your language in future. But when you answer only in Hindi, he will lose full hope. It is only appreciable. Any phenomena, any scientific phenomena, technical phenomena, which could be studied by using mother tongue without any kind of problem, anyhow it will reach the brain of the student. But the same language, when it is studied in some other language other than the mother tongue, the student has to take extra care in that particular, before the subject, language care should be taken. Because that is going to be the medium going to produce subject, going to explain subject, going to be advertising that subject. So when you subsidize, when you advertise a subject through a second language, English, you should be thorough in English. Clear? Clear? Yeah. So for that, written practice will not help. Reading practice will not help. Even 150-page book, English book, if you have studied and if you have written all the pages, that is not going to give you skill, spoken skill. It will give only writing skill. Spoken skill will not come. Spoken skill is possible only when your words are spoken through your mouth. When you speak, when you speak, when you pronounce. Understand? So, I asked you a simple question for you people, how to define a subject. Already you might have met with a lot of definitions in your previous years, including second year, first year. What is pharmaceutical inorganic chemistry? Pharmaceutical, in pharmacy, pharmacy related. Pharmacy related. Right? Pharmacy is a field. Ceutical means some works associated with pharmacy. Pharmaceutical. Inorganic chemistry. Okay? In the world, most of the compounds occurring in the nature, like plants, animals, microbes, minerals, so many things are having both organic and inorganic material, especially the plant material, living being material, like plant material, animal material, microbial material, all these three, sea animal material, all the three categories: plants, animals, insects. Plants, animals, insects, rodents, and mammals. These are all having a kind of chemical composition in its body called as organic chemicals. Called as organic chemicals. If you study those chemistry, the subject is called as organic chemistry. In those chemicals, from animal, man, human, animals, microbes, insects, and other sources, if they are useful in the field of pharmaceutical education, either as a drug or a drug used to proceed some other drug, or an agent used to create drug. Such things are called as drugs. You understand? So, from plants, whatever you are taking may be a drug, may be a food product or a drug or a poison. When you find out something is drug, it has some action in our body. When you give to the body the particular drug, right, it will have in our body, it will have some effect in our body. If you look at those drugs, they are all mostly organic in nature. So most of the organic drugs are derived from living being, mainly. Then from earth and then from microbes also. There are certain drugs which are obtained from earth, especially earth core. They will be persisting in the form of complex substances called ores, which will be of several million combinations of different inorganic ion sticking to. You understand? Where you can individualize them. Sodium chloride is there, sodium you can isolate. Potassium chloride, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium citrate, right? Calcium can be separated. Even carbon molecule, carboxylic acid may be present sometime, right? There are a lot of things. Cyanide. Cyanide is having carbon compound. It cannot be kept in a carbon compound. CN, cyanide. Nitrogen is there. It will become it will become inorganic compound. So wherever, apart from oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, nitrogen, right? Yes, limited amount of sulfur, limited amount of boron and lead may participate in organic reaction, may be sticking with somewhere at the organic reaction. But they are not called as organic compound, they are organic inorganic compound. Organic inorganic compound. Sodium acetate. Acetic acid added with the sodium carbonate to form sodium acetate. Sodium is an inorganic compound, acetate is an organic compound. The combined may be. But purely when you concentrate on inorganic compound, it will include all the elements given in periodic table, starting from hydrogen, helium, okay? Likewise, boron, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. Likewise, it will come up to thorium, whatever the zirconium, lost metal tak, in which all the will come. They may be gas, they may be liquid, they may be metallic, they may be semi-solid, right, in nature. Clear now? So, now the question I asked you, what is pharmaceutical organic chemistry? You must tell, organic chemistry is a subject that deals with the study of organic compounds obtained from natural sources. Natural sources. In which sudden inorganic atoms are, or their compounds are, in modified or unmodified form, used as very good drugs for human being and animal. Right? And those drugs are prepared, supplied as medicine. Right? This all business included, all business will include, define the subject, define the area, pharmaceutical inorganic chemistry. Clear now? Okay? This is the way you have to define inorganic chemistry. Now I am coming to your view. What do you mean by industrial pharmacy? Do you have a subject preformulation? Do you have a unit preformulation? Do you have preformulation unit? You know your project, your syllabus. You have liquid formulation. You have solid formulation. You have semi-solid formulation, in which ointment, mixture, emulsion, suspension, aerosol. You have quality control of finished products. You have parenteral formulation. Quality control of parenteral formulation available. Parenteral formulation, quality control of parenteral formulation available. Then you have pharmaceutical standards of enzymes. Now, product development available. सिलेबस नहीं है, प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट है, प्री फॉर्मुलेशन मस्ट बी देयर. प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट नहीं है. ड्रग काइनेटिक्स, एनीथिंग is coming? Anything related to kinetics coming? Drug kinetics? First order, second order, third order reaction? Huh? Do you have emulsion, microemulsion? Huh? When you synthesize all these products, it acquires a suitability of administration into human or animal bodies. For example, if one is preparing paracetamol, or we can go for anti-asthmatic drug, very good example, asthmatic drug, salbutamol aerosol. Salbutamol tablets available, salbutamol aerosol available, salbutamol powder available. What is the formulation? The paracetamol powder, what has been kept, is not dose sufficient or overdose. A person cannot be conveniently given. So, we are diluting them with any kind of diluent like lactose, starch. They are inert in nature, may create no effect in the body, even if it is at large stage. So 1 gram of active drug can be diluted to 10 gram, the 10 gram to 100 gram. So 1 gram is distributed in 100 gram of starch. So if you take every 1 gram, it will have only 1 milligram. So that in that mixed powder 1 gram, if you take 1 milligram to 2 milligram maximum, our body may be tolerating and giving action. So you are separating, still the quantity is very lesser. It cannot be handled except our forceps, our hand, except it cannot be handled anywhere properly. You want to make it bulky, you are going for some kind of granulating agent and you are adding drug, granulating it. When it is granulated, before granulation, you are also adding binding agent like any mucilage, so that it will get bound, the granule will get bound sharply. Then in that particle evenly the 1 milligram of medicament will be distributed into 0.1 milligram, 1 microgram, 2 microgram, like the powders are put under the tablet punching machine and punched. When the tablet comes out, approximately 100 milligram to maximum 950 milligram accuracy will come, right? Anyhow, loss will be there little bit. So that tablet now, when it is engulfed, when it goes to our esophagus and the stomach fluid, it will dissolve. After dissolving, it will go to, from intestine, it will go to liver, where first effect will take place, right? Liver metabolism will take place, right? After that effect, it will get into the bloodstream of our heart through portal artery. Then from heart, it will come down to aorta. From aorta, every part of the body, the drug will get supplied. You understand? So this is the way we are making a medicament. This is called a production. It's called as a production. Production is not a simple phenomenon. Production is not a simple phenomenon. First, it will start with the selection of raw material. Raw material in the sense you want salbutamol raw powder, starch for mixing, though or raw, must be tested. Must be tested. Whether they are appropriate to be included in the formulation. So, where lot of tests you would be able to carry out. In the middle, when you punch, you are adding some reagents. Then after taking punched tablet, you will go for policy. You will go for preferability test. You will then there is a dissolution test, disintegration test. In all the aspects, you require a lot of solutions, lot of other chemicals to interact with the drug to show its suitability. All those reagents, whatever you are using, right? And before the formulation is started, whatever you are using to test the drug, the whole area is called as pre-formulation. What is it? Pre-formulation. Pre-formulation is like a small quality control, where quality control is done only for the finished product. Before finishing the product, the starting product will be tested for its suitability. Is called as a pre-formulation. Clear? So in a company, if you enter into raw material storage, then from there, after recording, the supply will come. Okay. What is this one for? This line, what for you are doing? You are planning to make any one of the faculty member fall. So, first medicines will come into the dead stock register of the company. Dead stock register of the company will register the medicine. Then it will be forwarded to the MD room. After it is moved, it will go to the registration department, where we will do the registration. Then they will go for weighing, checking, quality, and then selection or rejection. After that, they will go for pre-formulation. So, for which medication, which formulation they are going to use the raw material, that material they will do lot of chemical test and analytical test, through which the raw material is okay, it has not been adulterated. After that, material will go to drug section, production section. That production section, one by one, will start. Weighing, okay, weighing, drying, right? Then solution formation, mixing, right? Then after that, granulation, punching, After punching, it will go to polishing, right? Lamination, polishing, then color polishing. And after polishing, they will go for whether it should not break in the travel, so that friability test, they will do friability test, right? And Pfizer hardness test they will do. If it is not breakable, then it is released into market. They can carry it through travel or something, it will not break. So all the tests completed, assay, how much quantity available, weight variation. We have added that this much in this tablet, how much, this tablet, how much, so weight variation. So they will put in the tablet, it is having around 0.4999 to 6.22. So 5.22 milligram of substances, they will give limit. That limit is approved. Okay. Apart from that, it will go to government sector. Central Drug Laboratory for testing and approval. After that only it will really come into release. Right? After coming to release, our representative will be directed by their head which doctors they have to meet, which clinic, which medicine, which is appropriate. They have to go and they have to advise about their medicine. They have to give a lecture to the doctor. If the doctor is convinced then medicines will be taken into consideration and those medicines will be present in the prescription. Then the sale goes on. Clear now? Yes. Right? These many processes are going on. So in industrial pharmacy is not a simple matter just to come and talk about laminar flow, mixing process. That alone is not. In each and everything you must divide the part into several sectors. Okay? When we teach, you must keep in mind first raw material, pre-formulation, individual testing, and then anywhere sterilization comes, then we are in the middle of the stage. When you study, when a separate topic is being taught, you must remember that. When you go for one more industrial tour, you will find it exactly in which company, what kind of things are going on. Right? Before 8th standard, you have to go for one industrial tour, where you can see in a company how many compartments are there, how many big machines are there, how they are producing the tablet, strip making, packing, everything, how is done, you will see automatically. Right? Okay? Yes, sir. Clear? Yes, sir. Thank you.